Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about a very interesting topic, one which is not mostly spoken about, but we realize that if you want to succeed in every area of your life, you must embrace fear. You have to build on its benefit and see what it generates. Now, Mahatma Gandhi said, "The enemy is fear." We think it's hate, but it's fear. So that is why also today we want to talk about the benefits of failure, to see how we can combat it, how we can use it to our own good, and how we can actually save ourselves from repeated actions of failure. So lesson number 1, failure teaches us lessons. Once you fail, you know that, oh my God, this is what happened, this is what I did. You'll actually learn what to do and not what to do. Failure sounds like a very, very great teacher. Like they say, you learn from experience. So those are the lessons. The experiences are the lessons that you learn from failure. The second thing is that failure keeps us humble. It keeps us hungry. It strips you off the notion of I'm invisible, I can't fail, nothing can happen to me, because some people think that failure only happens to that person and not to them. So it's actually also the biggest enemy to complacency. You think it can't happen to you, but when you prepare for failure and when you face failure, you discover, no, I need to work hard, I need to push on. Because sometimes fortune can be lost. And when you lose a fortune, or when you lose something, or when you fail at something, it actually keeps you motivated to move on and work hard. And that is the benefit of failure, keeping us hungry and humble. Another thing, lesson number 3 for the benefits of failure is that it helps us overcome fear. It helps you face your fears. So once you've had this failure, you know it exists. So it sounds like an enemy, it brings you familiarity, and you're able to try at it again. You're able to know, I know this stuff. And yes, at first it stinged you, but once you know this is what it is, you know it for what it is and what it represents, then it actually brings that familiarity, and once you face it, you're like, I can do this, I can overcome it. Another benefit of failure is that it helps us reconnect to our goals. When you're facing fear head on, you bring yourself a renewed sense of purpose. You discover that, okay, I failed. So there's also this saying that goes, it's even in a song, get up and dust yourself. When you're down, you just get up and just shake off the dust, Okay, I've fallen, all right, I know how it feels, and I'm not gonna do it again. So you get to a sense of purpose, and you actually become more determined, and to work hard, and your renewed sense of purpose reignites that hunger in you, and you keep doing whatever you're intending to do, and you do it even better. Benefit number 5 is that failure inspires creative solutions. When you fail at something, you discover, okay, so I failed because I didn't apply this. Now the next time you approach that problem, you are going to use a different method to actually tackle the problem. Actually, it helps you reevaluate and change the course of life. Even like you see when I have been, let go from a job before, and I sat back home and I was like, okay, so what am I supposed to do? What am I going to do from now henceforth? And I said, okay, fine, I have a skill. My skill is photography. Wow, so let me get a gear and go at it. So if my life was sitting behind a desk from 9 to 5, it changed my course of life, and now I was able to have my own free time, schedule shoots at my own convenience, and it was my lifestyle actually changed just because of the failure that assailed me. Also, people get bankrupt, so they discovered, okay, I'm bankrupt because I spent too much, I buy things I don't need. So when you fail, it actually inspires creative solution as to dealing with your problems, and you become a better person. Another benefit of failure is that it strengthens our support system. Does it? I don't know. But most people say when they're rich or when they're doing great, that's when their friends are around. And some people say when they hit rock bottom, when they hit the failure, like when they see failure in their face like this, that's when all friends disappear. But for me, okay, it's a common phenomenon. But for me, I believe that when you fail is when you discover like your close friends, like people who really are there for you, who are really meant for you. And the universe is gonna bring to you people who are genuine, who will share in your failure and go like, okay girl, you need to change this course of life, you need to go this way. And all these people will come. And it's only in the acknowledgement of your failure that you'll actually be able to open your eyes to see, oh, I have this social support, let me seek help. I have the social support, let me go find out information. And it actually helps strengthen our support system as much as friends will run away, but still the ones who are worth your time will stay. Another benefit about failure is that it makes us more valuable mentors. You've been through crazy, you've been through F, and you're like, no, you've learned your lessons. And so if someone else comes to you and tells you like, oh, I did this, and I'm like, oh, I want to do this, you're going to tell them, okay, now, that's a good idea, but why don't you consider this and this, and stay away from this, because I've been there and I've done it before, and when I use this way, it didn't lead me to a good path. So you're able to mentor, you're able to give advice, because they say experience is a good teacher, and you're able to anticipate problems, you're able to anticipate possible pitfalls, and you're actually able to discover the shortest way to get to your goal. So even Sir Winston Churchill says, success consists from going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. So failure isn't necessarily a bad thing. It is a good thing. I've had so many failures in my life, and from when I look back and when I just play the tape back, and it is in those failures that I've actually grown and I've become a better person, I've become a mature person. So failure isn't necessarily a bad thing. We need a little bit of failure in our lives to actually grow, So if you own your failure, when you own your failure, you become liberated. I swear, you become liberated. You're off the pressure to appear perfect. Because sometimes when you look at people, you go like, oh my God, they're so perfect. They've never fallen, they've never failed. But when you own your failures, you can share your failures with people and give them that experience and mentor them and, show them that all is not, honky-dory and all that stuff. No, that's when you liberate yourself and you find yourself like you're off the pressure to appear to be perfect, which is a good feeling. Now, you, my viewers, you can tell me how you've benefited from failure, and what is the most surprising and important lesson that failure has taught you. And please share your story with us, share your story with me. Let's see how let's not give failure a bad rap as it has been given, but let's see it from another point of view. So thank you very much and enjoy your days, and don't be scared of failure. It is just a part of life. Thank you.